Hello, welcome to another episode of Fireside Chats with Josh. This is your host, Josh Pankratz, of course, and we are going to be taking a look at a nicely pre-owned 2020 Travato KL. This is, of course, from Winnebago. Now, this may not have the broader appeal of some of our brand new views. We're not going to get like super a lot of views on this, but I think the people that are going to be watching it are going to be watching it seriously. So I'm going to take it just as seriously as this is a really good buy. Any RV under $100,000 these days is rare, especially one with as many features as this. So I know a lot of people are going to be looking at this, probably from out of state as well. So I want to do a good job and represent everything here. The good, bad, the ugly, though I have not seen too many of the bad and the ugly, honestly. This one's really well kept. Under 10,000 miles, under 100,000. You got, of course, the Pure 3 lithium batteries on board, solar panels. I mean, it is loaded. So you got everything you could want here, and it is in super clean condition. One thing I like that I don't see anymore is this sort of chrome line across the side. Kind of wish they still had that. So that's pretty cool. One thing you're going to see right away is there's sort of like straps on the awning. Those will go away. Those just has to have an awning recall taken care of, as all Winnebago Travatos do. There's a little awning recall with that. So again, you buy it, you take delivery, everything's going to be up to snuff. All that will be taken care of. So just thought I should mention that right off the gate. Nice big light up running board so you can see kind of when you're going in and out at night. Very nice. On the outside here, we also have outside speakers. Nice outside light here. We've got connections for an outside TV if you want to do that. Outside solar panels. If you want to like a little folding solar panel, you can do that. We've got outside outlets out here, so pretty darn cool. Very nice. Going to the back here, it's going to have the ladder up to the roof rack. These roof racks on these Winnebagos, they're sort of helpful. I'm just being honest. Um, the only thing I've really seen them being very good for is like canting, sort of canted off to the side. I've seen people put like kayaks and stuff like that. Otherwise, you got solar panels, you got vents, you got air conditioners, so much stuff up there. You're not really going to be able to use it for luggage unless you kind of pack over the solar panels or something like that, which really isn't the greatest way to go. Um, but it is nice to be able to just, kind of get up to the top whenever you want. Maybe you want to watch some fireworks or a race or who knows what. But that is there, as it is on most Travatos. And down below to the right there, you're going to see a quick connect for propane. So you can connect a gas grill right underneath the awning there. Does have the hitch, wiring, and you're going to see now this is a 4-season unit. So it has the heated holding tanks, which also means there's an elbow. So there's that. So, see if we can get a better look here. Better look, see. So that elbow that you're seeing there also has a heating unit in it when you turn that heating system on. So there's a little red switch. I'll show you when we go inside. And, that's going to actually heat those outside pipes that you're seeing there too. So it is a proper 4-season unit. They remove all of the piping from underneath. They lift that up into the coach. So you have, heated holding tanks all throughout. They are very serious about making this kind of 4-season. With the front wheel drive, it's very good in inclement weather, snow, anything like that. It's going to be absolutely great for her. The Ram's perfect for that with that front wheel drive. We're on the Ford Mercedes. You're all rear wheel drive unless you get all wheel drive, but we're not going that far yet. So, one of the things, again, there's a few things I actually like about the older units more than I like on the newer ones, okay? This is one of them. You have connections on the outside. So you have your black tank flush. Love having that. That should be on every single RV, in my opinion. Great way, as a lot of places will have just a hose connection by the dump station. You hook it up, jets out your black tank. You never have to worry about your sensors not working right. That's a real common thing with RVs. Get a piece of toilet paper stuck on the side, the sensors don't read right. Keeps smells down. It kind of lessens the funk. So any unit we take in on trade with a black tank flush, you can always tell. You really can. There's just no funk, where ones without, they tend to have more of a funk. So makes a big difference. It really does, especially when you're talking longevity and funk, the funk factor, right? That's important. All right, we got porting here for the furnace. Again, love this. Some of this isn't quite, city fill. It's not really a city fill. It's a city connection, whatever. This is where you're going to fill the freshwater tank. And then here is where your sewer hose is going to be hidden. You do get a new sewer hose from us, so don't worry about that. There'll be a nice little light there if you're dumping at night. And one of the other things I love about Winnebagos is they have interior propane on-off switches. So you do not have to crawl underneath there. You do not have to push any outside buttons. There is an emergency off switch out there. But you're kind of, it's really easy. I mean, you basically are turning an on-off switch on the inside. I'll show you where that is. And then you're taking that to get it filled from somebody else, like at rental places, a lot of places like that will fill propane tanks. You're probably doing that every couple of years or so. That's what most of my RVers are doing. It's rare. There's so little things that run on propane. The stuff that does is very, very efficient with propane nowadays. So probably every couple of years max. Okay. We got our shore power input here. We got cable TV input there. In case, I don't know, it's really raining out. You got nothing else to do. Why not pay a few extra bucks for cable TV? One little pro tip, bring your own coax cable. As like the KOAs that will sell the cable for a few bucks extra, charge an arm and a leg if they even have coax cables. So try to bring that with you. Okie dokie. Let's take a look inside. First of all, love the gloss cabinetry. This is something, this isn't just a Winnebago thing. I love gloss cabinetry in any RV. I just absolutely love it. It looks so modern, fresh. I mean, once the light reflects off of that, I mean, it just looks so cool. I mean, look at that. I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for it. Leave me a comment. Maybe I'm just losing it. Definitely possible. Been doing this a long time. Could be losing it. I like the gloss cabinetry quite a bit. Looks really modern, really nice, really cool. So we also, of course, the main feature on the KL, L standing for lithium, is your Volta system, which is super easy to use, especially compared to some of the other ones that we even carry. So I'm not going to go too far into that, but suffice it to say, it is very easy. It's just that easy. I just push one button. Now we can run the air conditioner if we wanted to. We could run the convection microwave, anything we wanted. So that's pretty cool. Super, super easy to use. I mean, you just have a gauge here. I mean, anybody can figure that out. It's super easy. There's a few different things, like if the lithium batteries get too cold, it'll turn blue. But other than that, it's basically as simple as, it turns yellow, then red when it's, really low on battery power. Otherwise, it'll, show you on the little analog gauge there. So really simple, not much to it. So then we'll have our Max Air fan remote here. We'll have a remote for our TV and sound system here. This is on a big swivel mount, as it is on all KLs. Just about every RV now has a big swivel mount, so you can have it facing towards me. If you're sitting in the front passenger seats and the front captain seats, you can do that. Let me just pan around real quick to show you that. These are quite comfortable seats, and they double nicely as sort of lounge seats. And you have a pull-out table. I might have to move that. Well, you get the idea anyway. This is supposed to fold out when that's swiveled around. I have to kind of move the table or the chair back and forth. I'm one-handed. I'm one man, so bear with me. But you get the idea. So that's super easy to pull that table out. your little strong box down there for your gold and jewels and all that fun stuff. It's a little heavier duty lock than everything else. Kind of cool. You have the ultra leather seats up in front, and a lot of people ask what that's all about. So it doesn't get sticky in the summertime when it gets really hot. Leather would normally stick. This does not. This breathes better. Also, is a little bit softer than real leather is going to be, and holds up very nicely. As you can see, this is not a new unit. Everything looks basically brand new. So yeah, it's going to be a nice touch. You do have some overhead storage here as well. Going to be a few gadgets and gizmos up there to basically cover your front windows to give you privacy up here. But otherwise, you have the RAM, 3.6 V6, very simple chassis, very reliable chassis. Easily, I mean, not supposed to play favorites. I just love the RAM so much. I just really do. Doesn't have all the self-driving features, doesn't have all the fancy gizmos by any means, and I do love those fancy gizmos. I like to be comfortable as much as the next guy, but I also like reliability, and you're gonna get it in a RAM. It may be simple, but it is incredibly reliable. It's very smooth ride as well, so you're getting a really good machine there for sure. Tried and true engine. They use that 3.6 V6. They've been using that like over 40 years in all different from Jeeps to town and country minivans. They use them all over the world. That's a Fiat engine. So parts very easy to come by, cheap. You can kind of go anywhere for service. So love that. Let's take a look at the kitchen here. We have solid surface countertops. Not exactly sure, could be Corian. Not exactly sure what that is. Definitely solid surface. Very nice looking. 2-burner stove, gas stove there, recessed. This is when they gave you a ton of attachments for your sink here. I'm talking like cutting boards, places to dry off your dishes. I mean, it just kind of keeps going and going down there. So you get a lot of attachments for your sink. Kind of nice, eh. um, then you have your convection microwave. I love these. I think everybody loves these. These will bake as well as microwave as well as grill. So it's like having a whole oven in your RV as well as a microwave, and it's so space saving as you don't need to have an oven and a microwave and a grill. You got it all in one spot. Totally awesome. You got your compressor based fridge and freezer here. Freezer's up on top, then your fridge is down below. Very simple operation. It's only about a 40-watt unit. You should have about 200 watts of solar on the roof, which means you're going to be able to run that indefinitely. Really, lights, really everything in here, water pumps, refrigerators, that type of stuff. You're never really going to run out of power. Fans, that type of thing. It's really air conditioning where you really need these lithium batteries. So, if you need to work out of this, for instance, we get a lot of that. You just plug into a regular outlet whenever you need to for, a laptop or who knows what. And you need air conditioning and you need sort of everything set up remotely anywhere you are. This is the right unit for you. You don't need to run a noisy generator. You don't have to worry about that. You're basically just kicking a battery system on with one button, and you've got everything at your fingertips. Super easy. So this layout is also nice, gives you a lot of visibility all around. You do have those back cushions will kind of cant a little bit, sort of like a lawn, sort of like a pool. What do you want to call it? Like a pool recliner, one of those lazy ones where you lay in. The the end kind of tilts up at different varying degrees on both of them, so you can maybe watch TV, for instance, read a book, as you do have reading lights on both sides. Makes sense, right? Okay. Let's take a look over here. This is where all of the magic's going to happen. So you can see over here, this red thing, holding tank heater. That's what's going to make everything in here for season. So all your holding tanks, your piping outside, everything is going to be heated. So you're good to go in any temperature with this. Love that. You have your propane on off. Again, I mentioned that earlier. Love that that's inside. Love that it's just a toggle switch. I wish everything had that. That would be so much easier. Um, Instead of having to go underneath, crawl underneath, all that business there. Up there's going to be our inverter. We can turn the inverter off and on as needed, as it does draw a little bit of power being on. If you just like left it on and didn't need it, you could turn that off. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna have battery levels, and that's going to be more like the coach battery. Tank levels, water pump switch. That'll be one of a few water pump switches you have. That's just going to be your main power control system. This is going to be your heat and hot water. It's got a Truma Combi system on board. Again, going to be sort of a smart system. So it's going to have sort of a multitude of cylinders that it fires on. And, that's what's going to make it so efficient on propane. It's a smart system. So if it just kind of needs to maintain the temperature, just fires on one of those cylinders and really spares a ton of propane, and is also very, very quiet. It's all ducted throughout here, that system, and is super quiet. It's got an automatic fan, so it, turns up and down as needed, and you barely hear it when it's on. So very, very, very cool system. Coming into the bathroom, this is one of the pluses of the Travato K. Huge bathroom, even for a bigger guy like me. Plenty of elbow room in there to do whatever I need to do. Tons of room to shower, use the bathroom, whatever. Just so much room back here. So that is a huge plus. You won't find a bigger bathroom anywhere. I love this. This is so cool. This folds down, and that's your bathroom sink. So cool, so space saving. Love it. Then you have a nice Moen faucet here. So, like an actual name brand faucet. Oh, hi, guys. Hi. And we have a nice medicine cabinet in here. So, a little extra storage besides. And then turning around behind us, let's take a look. We have some nice storage. This is all waterproof, by the way. So, yeah, great storage in here. Really super nice. And then we'll have some drawers underneath. So, as you can see, everything's in just phenomenal condition. I have not found like literally any little thing that I could point out and be like, "Oh my god, that's off," or something like that. Honest to God, been through it, have not seen any like ding, dent, or anything. I mean, it's just in like new condition. If you came here, I told you it was new, you knew nothing about Class B motorhomes, you'd believe me. You would. It's in that good a condition. So, again, under 100K, just under 100K, under 10,000 miles, KL lithium batteries, you cannot beat it. So, again, give me a holler. I'll be listing my phone number. You can text me at any time. You can also email me. I'm listing my email address on the bottom there as well. So please do try and text before you call, as I get a lot of spam bots. You never know how that works. So, but yeah, I would absolutely love if you guys would like and subscribe. Kind of got a new channel here. I'm not new at this. I've been doing YouTube videos the past 14 years, but I do have a new channel. So if you could like and subscribe at this point, it would just be so, so helpful. So I'm reaching out to you. I love you guys. Please help me out, and I will help you out with whatever you need in the future for all your Class B and B plus needs. So again, I am Josh signing off. Love you guys and have a great day.